Let's talk a little bit about New Zealand. Another great bit of news. The Jacinda Ardern, disastrous left-wing government. She scurried off for cover when she realised that they would lose this election. They did lose. We've now got an airline CEO, heaven help us, not another one. He's now the Prime Minister. So congratulations to them. Apparently the ACT party, ACT, are in coalition with the Nationals, and this will, James, be a positive result for Conservatives, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, but Conservatism in New Zealand is sort of a wishy-washy sort of thing. I mean, but I was just really interesting because I was just reading some of the CNN coverage of it, and it's a move to the right for New Zealand, and Jacinda Ardern was lovely, but people didn't like her lockdowns because they were vicious, terrible right-wingers, and so it's fun watching a bit of the meltdown happening over that.
Certainly a shift to the centre-right. There's no denying it. It was a resounding loss. There will have to be a coalition with the Nationals. It could be the ACT, it could be Winston Peters, who, remember, spectacularly installed Jacinda Ardern in the first place. But he's been staunchly against the race-based laws in New Zealand.
Well, this is interesting, Rita, because it is very similar. So we've had this, basically, the Maoris were doing what the First Nations here were doing. It was a co-governance thing that was being implemented in New Zealand.
And Rowan, it was
treaties, et cetera, et cetera.
It was a great warning too, and I think a lot of Australians who were keyed into what was going on in New Zealand understood. And when they saw things like the reform around the Three Waters legislation and things like that, the way that once resources and things like that start to get racialized, there's all sorts of corruption in New Zealand over this sort of thing, misgovernance and divisiveness. And so, people look at that and they say, no, we don't want to go down that racialized path where, I think the thing about the voice being defeated is that it means that if the voice had gotten up, race would have been put front and center in Australian life. Yeah. And we look at New Zealand, we look at America with Black Lives Matter, we say we don't want that here.
No, and in New Zealand, I mean, that strategy was straight down to hospital beds. We had surgeons coming out saying they're getting advice that they have to prioritise patients. One of the things they will be prioritising on is their ancestry,
exactly.
Not how much need they have. I think that's just crazy.
Exactly. Well, let's hope that the Nationals government are not a bedwetting government. Let's see a bit of spine there, and let's see if they can overturn some of the madness of the Ardern years.